In this video, we're going to walk you through the setup of the Pinnacle Seat for your Flint or Pursuit. The first step is setting up the seat fabric. Remove the long strap from the buckle, lift up the seat back, and feed that long webbing strap through the two small webbing pockets on each side of the seat back frame. Then reconnect the strap into the buckle. Tighten it up to where about where it will be, then you can fine-tune it when you get set up and get in the boat. Next, tighten the seat back straps to snug. Step 2 is to connect the crossbeams to the seat frame. Take your hex bolts, put them through the flat portion in the center going through the humps on the crossbeams and press them so they're flush. Insert the lock nuts on the underside and then crimp with pliers so they're fully set. Next, take your 2-inch hex bolts through the cove spacers and insert them into the holes on the seat bottom frame. Then take your crossbeam with the flat portion going towards the seat bottom, feed it through the 2 bolts, and then you just hand tighten the hex nuts to get those started on the lock nuts. If the lock nut comes out, you can simply hold it in there with your hand to get that started. Then once all 4 are started into the lock nuts, grab your 7/16 inch wrench and tighten them all to snug. Step 3 is to connect your crossbeams to your seat base. First, you want to determine the height, the high position or the low position. Insert your hex nuts on the outsides, then use your pliers to crimp them in so they're fully set. Then insert your bolts with the cove spacers up from the bottom of the seat base and manually by hand feed them into the, get them started into the lock nuts. Then you can use your wrench to tighten them up to snug. And then repeat for the second set, the second crossbeam. Step 4 is to secure the seat frame to the seat base. So insert your lock nuts into the tri-knobs and then press them down with a Phillips screwdriver to make sure they're fully set. Then set the seat on its side, lift up the seat base, and slide it into the 4 hex bolts that are on the cross beams. If the bolts come out a little bit, it's not a problem, just push them back through. Then take your tri-knobs and twist them onto the bolts, getting all 4 started, and then working back to tighten them up so that the head of the bolt on the top crossbeam is fully flush with the crossbeam. You see the hex bolt heads are fully set into the crossbeams. Now your seat is set up and ready to install on your Flint or Pursuit.